edition of the program. This is TVC Sports Desk, and I am Promise Afoge.
And I am Mian Akiri on the program. London rivals Arsenal and Chelsea play for continental glory tonight in the Europa League final in Baku.
And also on the program today, President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, will be live in the studio to discuss latest developments in Nigerian football. Details of these and more on the show.
TVC Sports Desk.
Well, if you can hear me, let's indeed take a look at them. The Super Eagles, they missed the last two editions of the Nations Cup. Now, they will be playing a 24-team tournament in Egypt. What should Nigerians expect from the Super Eagles?
Yeah, thank you very much. First, I'd like to commend your studio. It's a very beautiful studio. I mean, yeah, I'm amazed and very, very impressed. So kudos to you guys. You guys have done a lot of work. Regarding the Super Eagles, I believe they are very well prepared, mentally, psychologically, and generally. We've been able to make them understand the salience of winning this tournament, you know. And we are not going anything less, you know. At the moment, we are number 3 in the FIFA ranking as it concerns Africa. And we believe the spirit in the team, you know, and all what we've been able to achieve in the past, we propel them to the fact that the only option left for them is to win this tournament, you know, again, and leave the trophy and hand it over to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a way to say congratulations and welcome back for your second tenure. We want to do that. We will work and pray towards achieving that. And we believe it's achievable with every available FIFA window we have explored in terms of trying to prepare the team. We're playing against Zimbabwe, you are aware. We are playing against Senegal, which is #1 team, on the 16th in Ismailia. And everything that we have arranged has been, we've also made arrangement for them for a charter flight, which we concluded yesterday, to take them straight from Asaba to Cairo. So I think we have done everything that we need to do. So the buck is on the players for them to achieve what we have set out for them to achieve. We're not going to put pressure on them, but mentally, psychologically, they know that the 200 million Nigerians are eagerly anticipating that trophy back home.
Well, you just took that from me since you said you'll not be putting pressure on the team. Let's be specific. Is there any targets, you know, for the Eagles or probably Kenneth Rowe, the head coach of the side?
No, if you know my style of leadership, you know, I don't believe in putting targets on anybody. I don't believe, you know, I just walk, pray, explore every available windows of opportunity in ensuring that the team is 100% prepared and pray towards for them to have success, and that's it. The moment you start putting pressure on them, you know, if they look at the stand, they see you, they panic, they start making mistakes, you know, play your game. Your game will help us achieve what we want to achieve. I mean, during my stay, I learned this when I was the executive chairman of the Delta State Sports Commission, not to put pressure on athletes, and it paid off. You don't say you want to set targets for them. You set targets for them, you know. You find out that they can't sleep, and once they cannot sleep, it affects them mentally, psychologically, and medically, you know.
President, it's been a busy year for the Federation. The Super Falcons will be at the Women's World Cup in a few days. The players themselves have said that preparation this time has been different. Does this suggest the Falcons can take the world by storm in France?
Yeah, we believe this is the time, you know, they've been the most successful football national team in the world. Let me say that because they have won their tournament 9 times. Germany won the European Cups 8 times. America won the CONCACAF tournament, that is the equivalent of the African Women's Nations Cup, 8 times. So, and I believe we have come of age. Our players are doing very well. And when we went to see them in Ghana, just before their final match, we made some promises to them. And my executive committee empowered me in ensuring that we kept all these promises, A to Z. As we speak, they played about 11 to 12 competitive matches from January till date. They'll be playing Slovakia on Monday again. That'll be their final game before they go to Paris, before they go to France. And we have really, really prepared the team. And people used to say it's only Super Eagles now, Super Falcons. And the good news is that where they are camped right now is where the Super Eagles camped.
Interesting.
You know, before going to the World Cup. So we are trying to do something in spite of the enormity of challenges that we are having.
Well, let's take a look at the ongoing FIFA Under-20 World Cup. The Flying Eagles so far have blown hot and cold as far as the tournament is concerned. There have been a huge debate about the ages of the Nigerian Under-20 boys. Can you make any clarification on that?
Yeah, first I would like to say that I'm not going to sit here and condemn those boys. Those boys are very young. They are very enterprising. Can I take your mind back to Saudi 89 when they and condemn those boys? Those boys are very young. They are very enterprising. Can I take your mind back to Saudi 89 when them and co were playing?
Daman Miracle.
Can you compare them with these boys now? And to me, under 17, under 20, these are developmental tournaments. And it's only in Africa we see these tournaments as do or die. In Europe and other climes. Last year, England won the under 20. Guess what? It was the head of competitions in English department, Jane Bettman, that went to the airport to receive them. Quietly, there was no parade in the bus, because the moment you start doing that, it gets into the heads of the players. And what happens after that? So it's a developmental tournament. I believe you, in as much as possible, you want to criticize the team. You find out there's a lot of pluses in the team. Look at the boy from Man City. Look at the other players. They are young. Look at Cohen, the left full back. You know that in a few years, this guy will develop into the Super Eagles. That is what we are out for. These are developmental tournaments. The important thing is for them to be in the world stage. I'm not saying that we don't want to win this tournament. We want to win. But the major reason is developmental.
Because of time, let's take a look at the NFF bill that has been passed after several years of running football. But the world is waiting for the assent from the presidency. How excited are you in 60 seconds?
No, we feel very fulfilled. We want to thank the leadership of the National Assembly. We want to thank the Honorable Minister for Sports for his own contribution. We also want to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who believes in football, you know, and who believes in our administration. So I want to thank them. But also, importantly, we want to see this as a turning point in terms of football development. Of course, you know what it does. First, it creates that framework for Nigeria to have that football economy we have always craved for. If you look at the value chain, you know, that will come out of this, you know, clearly you will see from manufacturing to media to merchandising, okay. You know, you cannot the benefits you cannot put in one place, trust me. Is huge. And it creates that independence, that semi-independence that the Federation has always been looking for.
President, I must say time is not our friend. Many thanks for indeed being a part of the show, and we'd love to indeed have you once again to take a look at sport. Well, promise, Melvin Amaju Pinnick has spoken so much, especially the bill issue.
Well, Amaju will be on our weekend show, Sports Week, and you can watch out for a more extensive expose as regards all he's tried to say on the program today at the weekend at 11:30 a.m. on this channel. Many thanks to you all for being a part of the program as we look forward to the big one, talking about the Europa League final later tonight. I am Promise Afobe.
And I am Mia Akio.
Bye-bye now.
Good night.